Hi beautiful, you're here for a core stability workout focusing on rotational movement. Rotation is something that we do in our bodies every day. Walking, running, throwing the chuck it for your dog, reaching up high in the cupboard, whatever it may be, having good rotation is vital to overall health in your body. Having the balance of strength and flexibility is crucial for optimal rotation. So do what you need to do to sit up and I'll meet you on the mat. To see more content like this and to support the channel, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and click on that notification bell if you don't want to miss a video. Special shout out to my Vital 7 stars, Beth B, Reeves S, Alex S, and Julie G. Thank you for making this video possible. Starting with our toes and feet stretch, toes curled under, feet in line with the back of your hips, weight in your big toes, long spine, head in line with your spine, pressing your hands into the mat, reaching your bum toward your heels till you get that burn in your toes. That's normal, stretching out the fascia. If you want more stretch, you can go ahead and sit on your heels. You can always come back down onto your hands if this gets too intense. Let's take a couple of breaths together to settle into our bodies and get present for class. Remember, when you exhale, exhale with enough energy that you feel your abs contract. One more breath. After your last exhale, switching to stretch the front of your feet. Start by sitting on your feet, and if this is enough stretch for you, great, stay here. Otherwise, come back down onto your hands, lifting one knee up, keeping your toes on the mat. Lifting your knee high enough so that you feel the stretch going up the front of your foot. Make sure you're keeping the weight on your big toe as well. And then after your last exhale, switching sides if you need to. Remembering to keep your shoulders away from your ears and your head in line with your spine. Very good. All right, let's move on. Laying down on your back, starting with your legs in tabletop position, we're gonna go into single leg stretch. You're gonna place your hands behind your head. Take a breath in on your exhale, going into your upper ab curl. You should instantly feel the front of your neck and your rectus abs. From here, going into the single leg stretch. Really pulling the knees into your chest, working the hip mobility. Noticing my breathing pattern. Two more sets. Last one. Excellent. Go ahead, bring your knees into your chest and gently rock back and forth. All right, what's next? Yep, you guessed it, crisscross. So back in the tabletop position, hands behind your head, going into your upper ab curl. Feel the abs contract before you curl up. Again, feeling the front of your neck and your rectus abs. From here, going into the crisscross. Up and over. Trying to make contact, elbow to knee. Stabilizing your pelvis. Feeling those obliques. 3 more sets. Last 2. Last set. Woo, I felt that. Did you? All right, let's move on. Laying down on your side, we're gonna go into side lying torso twist, making sure that your head is in line with your shoulders and your pelvis. Your hips are stacked, your knees are stacked, and make sure that you're not laying directly on your left shoulder. Inhale, bringing the right arm up, and then exhale as you rotate, looking in the direction of your rotation. Rotating as far as you can without your pelvis moving. Knees should stay stacked. And then inhale, engaging your abs to come back to home base. Take a breath out, and then inhale, bring the right arm up again, and then exhale into the rotation. You shouldn't feel any stress in your right armpit. You should feel a gentle stretch across the chest and also in the rotation of the spine. Inhale, engaging your abs to come home, and then let the breath out here at the bottom, and then inhale, bringing the arm back up. Exhaling into the rotation. If you feel any stress in your right armpit, you probably need to lift that right arm up a little bit. You're probably winging it. You don't want to stress out the rotator cuff muscles. Inhale, engage the belly to come back home, letting the breath out. And let's do 2 more. Inhale, bringing the right arm up, and then exhaling, looking in the direction of the rotation, keeping your pelvis stable. Hopefully you're finding more range of motion. Inhale, coming back to home base. And let's do it one more time. Inhale, arm up. Exhale into the rotation, trying to gently increase the stretch. Keep your pelvis still, knees stacked. And then inhaling, engage the abs to come back to home base. All right, let's do the other side. Laying down on your right side, making sure that your head is in line with your shoulders and your pelvis. Hips are stacked, knees are stacked, and make sure that you're not laying directly on your right shoulder. Bringing that left arm in parallel, and then inhaling, bringing the left arm up, and then exhaling into the rotation. Rotating as far as you can, keeping your pelvis stable and your knees stacked. Engaging your abs and inhale to come back to home base. Let the breath out, and then let's go again. Inhale, and then exhale into the stretch, trying to increase the stretch gently. Inhale, engage the abs to come back to home base, letting the breath out. And then let's go again. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, rotate. And make sure that you're not stressing out the rotator cuffs of the left arm. Make sure the knees stay stacked. Engage the abs to come back to home base. And we're gonna do it a couple more times. Inhale, arm up. Exhale into the stretch. Trying to increase that rotation as best you can. Inhale, abs engaged, come back to home base. We're gonna do it one more time. Make sure you engage in your abs to come back to home base. All right, that felt good. All right, what's next? Laying down on your belly with your forehead on your hands, legs together in parallel, squeezing your legs together, feeling the isometric contraction of the legs, pressing the front of your hips into the mat, feeling the lift of the deep abs as though your belly button doesn't want to come up off the mat. And we're going to go into prone leg extension. You're going to bring one leg up and then back down and alternate. Trying not to engage the upper body. Really feeling this in the glute max. The hamstring is working synergistically with the glute, but you definitely want to feel your glute dominating.
Check to see if you have any tension in your neck and shoulders. If you do, make sure you're really pressing the front of your hips into the mat and engaged in your abs. Use each exhale to activate the abs, pulling navel to spine. You really want to try to keep the pelvis stable and the trunk stable. Your legs should feel light, like it's popping right up off the mat. Use your breath. Let's do a couple more sets. Last time, each side. Excellent. From there, we're going to go into flight with pulses. On your belly, legs can be in parallel or turned out, whatever feels right for you. Just make sure that the legs are isometrically contracting. You want to feel that you're pushing the front of your hips into the mat, engaging the glutes and the deep abdominals. Stitching your shoulder blades together, feeling the shoulders open and the upper back engage. You're going to inhale into flight, bringing your arms up off the mat and going into the arm pulses. Each pulse coming from the upper back and the triceps. You can lift your feet up off the mat if you want more work for your glutes. Just make sure you're feeling your glutes more than your hamstrings. Head stays in line with the spine. Belly button pulling to the back of the spine. Using your breath, feeling the upper back work, feeling the triceps, feeling the heat. Let's do a few more. 3 more. Excellent. From here, we're going to go into T-pull. So you're going to bring your arms out to the side. Not T-pull, T-pulses. And then you're going to go up and down with the arms. Each pulse coming from the upper back. Woo, feeling that upper back work. Feeling the heat. Active legs. Glutes on. Deep abs lifted. Let's do 5 more. Last one. Excellent. Going into a child's pose to stretch out in the opposite direction, breathing into the back and side of your ribs. Let's move on. In a quadruped position, toes curled under, feet in line with the back of the hips, inner thighs pulling in towards each other, feeling your inner thigh booty, deep ab connection, long spine, head in line with the spine, soft elbows, and make sure that your pelvis is over your knees. From here, you're going to extend your left leg out back behind you without changing anything in the spine, and you're gonna go into quadruped leg extension. So that back leg's gonna come up, and right back down, and repeating that. Use your breath. Feel the glute. Feel the abs. Feel the weight in the toes of your right foot. Head stays in line with the spine. Try to keep the spine long. Elbows soft. Let's do 5 more. Make sure you feel the glute more than the hamstring. 2 more. Last one. And then coming back into the quadruped, resetting your quadruped. Make sure you feel the inner thigh booty deep ab connection on, pelvis over the knees, soft elbows. All right, from there, bringing the right leg back and going into the leg extension. Using your breath. Feel the glute. Feel grounded in the left foot. Use your breath. Try to keep the spine long, head in line with the spine. Soft elbows. 5 more. Last one. Excellent. Coming back into the quadruped position. Just reset that quadruped, feel that quadruped again. All right, and then let's move on to the last one. We're gonna finish with one of my personal favorites, kneeling side bend. So making sure that your toes are curled under, you're feeling your inner thigh, booty, deep ab connection on, bringing up the right arm, exhaling, stretching over to the left as you lift up and out of the waistline without moving your pelvis. Translating your ribs, reaching out your fingertips, breathing into the side of your ribs. Gently trying to increase the stretch with each breath. Feel that inner thigh booty deep ab connection on. Engage in your abs to come out of the stretch. And we'll switch sides, bringing up the left arm, lifting up and out of the waist as you side bend over to the right, keeping your pelvis stable, using your core. Try to feel the movement of the rib cage as you breathe. Keep your abs lifted. One more breath. Engage in your abs, navel to spine to come out of the stretch. And then that's it, you're done, you did it, yay, nice work. How are you feeling after doing that routine? I definitely feel more open. I feel engaged in my core. I have more energy. I already feel like I'm in a better mood. It feels good. Remember, you don't want to feel any numbing, burning, tingling sensations, and obviously you don't want to feel any acute pain. If you do, you want to stop and rest. These exercises should help you feel like you're getting stronger, more flexible. Pay attention to how your body's responding to each movement. It's possible that some of them may not be right for you, and that's fine. Modify as needed. Do the exercises that feel good for you and do the quantity that feels right for you. Thanks for watching, and I hope you got something good out of this video. Ready for the next one? Check it out. Want more access to Vital 7, ad-free content, exclusive content, early access to content? Find out why Vital 7's on Patreon. I look forward to being with you in the next video. Bye for now.